like him.
So we have a Charizard.
And then, yeah. So I have a lot of respect for pretty much every player here. But I do like Kino. He's a fun guy. He's a fun guy.
It's been great to meet some of these people, like, because I see them play and see them do stuff and everything, and to actually meet them and see them play in person, it's like amazing. This is an amazing event.
So I am eager to see how Twilight takes Mr. Kino, and all right. So we're gonna see from Twilight's point of view, just walking around fields, feeling them out, seeing what Kino's gonna try to do. Kino's doing some electro balls to stop jumping.
Call out those jumps
from the Charizard, because Charizard will like to do J-Charge Y, and that's in the air, and then we'll just electro ball it. Fire Punch into Fly Stance, Flare Blitz,
and loses some of that recoverable health for it.
Still trying to Fire Punch. There's that crit. just high stance it.
I think Twilight's smarter than the average bear because he's.
Electro Web.
I'm sorry. I'm
what do you mean?
ruining everything.
Everyone.
Like, every time I say something that somebody's not going to do.
What a nuzzle! What a nuzzle! All right, what's the Oki? The Oki is forward Y. That move is getting a really cool buff in a future version of the game. Pikachu's forward Y in field, because you can now special cancel. So now it's a mix-up instead of a punish opportunity.
I'm waiting for the Mirror Coat counter pierce.
Mirror Coat counter pierce is going to be pretty sick, but unfortunately we're not going to see any Mirror Coat this game. All right, so Pikachu doing some really nice high-flying thunder cancels. He could have got a pickup off that, unfortunately, but we just jumped. That's fine. That's fine.
We take what we can get, right?
All right. So the Pikachu flying around, even though Pikachu is not a flying type, you remember Balloon Pikachu, right? So,
yes, I do indeed.
Pikachu briefly turns into Balloon Pikachu when he does JA, and that's Thunder. He can cancel it with R, and then that cancels the Thunder. He can direct which way he goes too, so he can jump forward, Thunder cancel back, and then he can like JY or JX or something like that.
So, question: if Pikachu uses Lapras as a support, does that make him Surfing Pikachu?
Yeah. Yes. Just yes.
Throwing out those Dragon Claws and
gets Seismic Toss. Let's go.
With the slam.
Dunk.
Let's go.
Ooh, J-Charge X.
Going into the burst.
That would have been a really good Oki, because he's definitely plus and advantageous off of somebody blocking J-Charge X.
Surprised he didn't block the Umbreon.
Goes under the Fire Punch because you can low profile it.
Throwing out some nice combos. Charizard goes into burst in response.
All
jumps right over it.
And that's going to be a...
That does not punish.
Miss.
Because of the timing that he did it. If he had waited...
Just a little bit.
A little bit longer, he would have got the punish. Not falling for that Electro Ball. Very smart.
Ooh, that could have been a Seismic Toss. That could have been super scary, because Seismic Toss while you're in Mega Mode, and it would have been a crit, that might have even closed out the round. So
just keeping Charizard out, punishing with those Electro Balls, and I think what I'm seeing from Kino is definitely a lot of conditioning. It's great what he's doing, because he's kind of forcing Charizard to jump, and when he sees Charizard jumping, he calls him out with those Electro Balls, and he's a really, really smart player, and I like it.
Excellent. Yeah, Kino is definitely very smart. Definitely goes on some conditioning bouts where he tries to make you do something.
Twilight checking his phone.
He's checking his notes.
Oh,
notes.
True.
Notes.
Right. There you go.
We're not on Twitter. We're not on Facebook. we're not responding to a text message. We got notes. It's like, all right, let me check my Kino notes. All right, he's Electro Balling constantly. Let me write that down.
Yes, and that's what I want to see from Twilight. I don't want to see him get punished by those Electro Balls. I want to see him get smart and adapt to it.
Oh, Seismic Toss. Electro Ball.
Getting called out with those Electro Balls, just shutting down that jump option and making for some great play. Gets the nuzzle.
So you see Kino, like he does like the 5YY as Oki, and then it's hitting him, and then Kino doesn't finish it, and he waits, he drops it, and then he nuzzles, because he's noticing that Twilight is pushing buttons when he wakes up, but he's blocking afterwards. So he's just like, oh, nuzzle.
I think as far as conditioning goes, I think pushing buttons on Wake Up is one of the more dangerous things.
It definitely is.
I feel like you can react to a grab better than you can if you're pushing buttons. So block, I feel like, is the smartest option on Wake Up.
It is. It is. Not blocking on Wake Up gets you killed.
It does.
It gets KO'd.
Like one of our favorite friends says, hold that R or you'll be holding that L. Shouts out to Rudafuda.
So between Pikachu Thunder Shock or Thunder Jolt, where he sends the electric along the ground, if he does the charge version, you can actually let go of block, and you can CA it, and then like CA to C forward, or you can jump, or you can do whatever. So that's actually pretty interesting that Twilight is choosing to block the second one. So maybe he doesn't know. Yeah.
He kind of has to go into burst at this point, and I hope he can do something good with it because he's definitely down.
Yep.
Pikachu
Kino
going into burst in response.
Responding with burst, puts on
Jirachi.
Jirachi, so that's gonna be a lot of damage. That was almost
punish.
a whiff punish.
Almost.
But
that was a punish right there. Leaving him with a measly 6 HP.
Yeah. Yeah. Just well. Fire punch and
gets punished for the fire punch.
All right. So GG, Mr. Kino.
Good games. Good games.
Victory.
Definitely.
Excellent handshake. I love it. Charizard's mad. He's like.